Creative thinking and problem solving are skills we use every day in one way or another and are essential for innovation. However, not all people are used to flexing their creative muscles on a regular basis. That's why in this video, I'll show you the Scamper technique, which I think will be useful for you. We are all born with the ability to think outside the box. It's just that from a young age, our brains are conditioned to give quick and helpful responses that don't necessarily take creativity into account. It's a shame that we don't prioritize creative thinking more from a young age because it can be much harder to flip that switch when we're adults. So to stimulate the creative process and come up with better ideas, there are a few popular methods that anyone can use. One of the most effective is to use the Scamper technique, a system designed to stimulate creativity in any field by exchanging ideas and comparing them with the current situation. People have been using this technique in their personal and professional lives since the middle of the 20th century. Inspired by Alex Osborne's famous brainstorming techniques, Scamper is based on Bob Eberle's book, Games for Imagination Development, and the Scamper technique is the brainchild of Thinkertoy's author Michael Michalko. Author and creative thinking expert. Michael used a quote to summarize the technique. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So how does the Scamper technique work? Scamper stands for substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, and reverse. This technique can be applied to any idea, whether the process is a product, service, offer, or problem. To use this technique effectively, it is enough to ask a question for each word in turn and see how it adds a new dimension to your idea. For example, what parts can we change? What features can we combine? Can we adapt it in any way? What if we change the format? What use do we not take into account? Is there anything extra we can add? And what would the idea look like if we restructure it? But just like answers, they need to be elaborated according to the situation at hand. With that, we delve into the world of complex marketing techniques, take an existing game that you want your next projection to emulate, and ask yourself 7 questions. And let's try to break down what those questions are in order to generate new ideas for the game. Our first topic is substitution, i.e. replacement.
Here we are.
The question we will ask here is, which part of this product can be replaced? If we look at the example situation, in a video game, you can think of it as enabling the character to go to the areas he wants on the game map with the fast travel system, i.e.
The beast can smell your fear.
Fast travel system instead of manually navigating the game map. Our second title is to combine. The question we will ask here is, which aspects can be combined to create something better in the video game? If we look at the example of the merging title, in the Cuphead game, we can show it as Studio MDHR, combining the game with run-and-gun levels. By combining run-and-gun levels in this game, the game was taken out of the fighting game concept, and of course, the game was given a whole new dimension. Our third topic is adaptation. The question we will ask here is, what can be added to make the video game system feel modern? If we look at the example of this topic, God of War adapted the loading screens to keep the game going by hiding them behind the cutscenes known as squeeze spaces. Our fourth topic is modify, enlarge, or minimize. The question we will ask here is, which aspects of the game we take as an example can we change? If we look at the example of this topic, in a video game, we can define the character's manual backtracking camera viewpoint, that is, the single camera angle, as changing the height and distance of the camera to provide a better viewing angle for the player. Our fifth topic is adding another use. The question we will ask here is to ask the question, can one aspect of this game be used differently? If we look at the example of this topic, in Crash Bandicoot, the character turns to defeat enemies, but by using his turn to deflect bullets, a new and different use is added. Our sixth topic is eliminate. The question, we will ask here is, what can be removed or simplified in the game? An example of this topic would be eliminating the overly complex lockpicking mechanic in the game by replacing it with a secret key or single button prompt. Our seventh and final topic is reversing, redesigning, or reorganizing. The example question here is, what happens if you reverse an aspect of the game? If we look at the case study under this heading, the legendary Would You Kindly remastered version of BioShock reversed the idea that players have autonomy and free will. The scamper technique is an effective technique that encourages you to answer questions that are at the heart of good game design. To put the system to good use, first go through the basic tenets of the idea and think of as many questions for them as possible. This way, you can potentially appeal to a large audience while combining the characteristics of each of them. Then, when you have all your ideas on the table, it's time to organize the information and measure the results. After that, analyze the content, dive deeper, and decide if the results are applicable to the case at hand. If not, keep exploring. The scamper technique is a tool to guide your ideas towards innovation, whether it is a product, service, problem, or idea. By systematically asking these questions, you are activating your creative potential and opening the doors to the possibility of combining different elements from multiple ideas. As an example of the power of these guided questions, imagine that your company wants to improve one of its products using the scamper model. The key is to ask as many questions as possible and try to elaborate on all the different hypothetical situations. Then you will start to see new ideas coming out of old ideas. So, why scamper? The versatility of the technique makes it applicable to any idea and any field. It is intuitive and designed to set you on a path of thought towards more innovative ideas. Sidney Parnes, an American academic co-founder of the International Center for the Study of Creativity and a member of the Creative Education Foundation, said of scamper, "It is the creative use of knowledge necessary for true creative productivity." Scamper is simple and easy. You can start using it today. Try it and start seeing the difference right away. I hope this video will guide you in your work. Don't forget to like the video and follow my channel. See you in the next video.